So I'm going to walk you guys through an easy to remember routine that you can do before bed so that it hits hips, spine, shoulders, all that stuff. So when you finally climb into bed, you'll be nice and relaxed. As always, I'll start with some breathing, a couple deep breaths into some box breaths. And those will typically take about 3 to 4 seconds to inhale, hold at the top 3 to 4 seconds, exhale 3 to 4 seconds, and then again hold at the bottom 3 to 4. So go ahead and roll through a couple of those on your own now. I'll shift into a little bit of gentle stretching, whatever feels good, maybe some head circles, neck circles, shoulder circles. And then I'll transition into quadruped. From here, I'm going to go into some rolling cat-cows. So you inhale as you arch your back, you exhale and press your hips back down. Inhale on the way up, and exhale rolling through the hips, rolling through the spine. It may look weird, but it feels awesome. Anywhere from 3 to 5 of these rolling through with the breath. On the last one, I'll press into downward dog and explore. Stay active in the shoulders, but let my head relax. A little side to side heel stretching. And then I'll slowly lower back down into quadruped position. A little bit of hip work, some hip circles, trying to keep those hips squared without overarching the back. Maybe just anywhere from 2 reps to 5 reps on each side. I'll shift back into a little bit of a pigeon stretch. And I'll bring that leg to the side for some side leg rock back stretching. As I rock the hips back, I might explore in either direction. You should feel this in the inside of your leg and in that standing hip. I'll shift that leg back and I'll go into the other side. Again, hip circles, nice and slow. Control is kind of the key there. Both directions. And then shift it back into a little bit of a pigeon. And bring it out to the side for the rock back stretch. This one might hit a lot of different areas, and you might want to keep your foot flat so that it doesn't stretch the inside of your knee. Not super fun there. Tucking those toes again, stretching into downward dog, exploring stuff there. And then I'll go into a quadruped thoracic rotation. Sitting those hips back helps me focus on the upper back rotation, which can get a little sticky. 3 to 5 reps, anywhere from that on each side. And then I'll just shift into a little child's pose stretch. I might push my knees a little bit out to the side to get into the hips a bit more, and I'll definitely be taking some nice, deep, relaxing breaths here. Once I've spent some time there, I'll shift onto the ground, face down. And if you can't reach your back leg, you can get a strap, wrap it around the top of your foot. First, I'm just going to do a passive stretch, really gently pulling it. And then I'm going to try and almost engage my glute and press my hip flexor into the ground while I raise that knee up. This is a massive hip flexor release for me. It always opens up my hips and relieves a lot of tension from my back, and I feel good getting into bed. Other side, the passive stretch first, just gently kind of exploring what range you've got. And then the active piece, trying to lift that knee off the ground while I press the hip flexor into the ground. Always works really, really well. You gotta make sure you don't let an arch into your lower back though. Anywhere from 2 to 3 rounds of that on each side. And I will roll onto my back. I'll get a little bit comfortable. I'll do the I'm a star, stretching up and down. And then roll through some more box breathing, a little bit of a review of the day, and then some like really accurate dog kisses, which are adorable and super fun. All right, guys, enjoy. Good night.